Hi, I'm Jo. Welcome to Jolou Yoga. The class I have for you today is a full body stretch and tone. There'll be emphasis in twists, not too strong the twist, more subtle, and on balance. As always, there will be options for you, so take the option that's best suitable for you in your practice today, bearing in mind that every day we show up, sometimes our practice is different, and moving with your breath and your body leading you rather than ego. Just to go on a little tangent here with some thoughts. I appreciate that this isn't all of us, but some of us at home, we may have a drawer or a cupboard where we just kind of throw stuff in, right? Where we can't find a better place for it at the time when we bring it home. And it will stay there for a long time, maybe not being used. And I like to think of that drawer, that cupboard as our body and the stuff we throw into it. Thoughts, emotions, feelings, all those things, not all bad stuff, some of it's good, but every now and then we have to have a little assess and have a check in those drawers in the cupboard, and same with our body, and just check if there's anything that really is in there that we don't need anymore and we could get rid of it, okay? Or in the case of us, in our practice, in our yoga practice, in our bodies, in our minds, just get rid of it by letting go. Okay, I've gone off on too much of a tangent, but I hope that resonates with you. And I like to think of my yoga practice, and maybe you too, your yoga practice is your way of letting go of emotions that you've held onto for a little while that no longer serve you. And with all that being said, let's get started in our practice today. So join me. We'll stay seated, make sure it's comfortable for you. And we'll begin by closing down the eyes and just gently pressing one hand below the belly button and one to your chest. And then conscious breathing in and out through the nose. Noticing the inhale. And noticing how the body feels with every exhale. Maybe you start to loosen and soften through the body and through the mind. Using your yoga practice as a way to help you process anything that you've been thinking about or worrying about, with your conscious breathing and your focus, just to maybe realign. So use every exhale to relax a little more into the body and feel the rise and the fall. The belly is soft on the inhale and you feel everything contract on your exhale. Keeping the eyes closed, bring your hands behind you, opposite hand to opposite elbow, and then just begin to tip right ear to right shoulder. Bringing the shoulders, both of them down away from the ears. So now you're feeling that nice lengthening into the left side of the neck, into the top of your shoulder there. And then bring the head up through center and drop left ear, left shoulder. Releasing the hands from the elbows and interlocking the hands behind you, extending the arms, reaching the knuckles away, and lift the chest and lift the chin, stretching into the front of your neck and throat now. And then tipping the chin towards the chest, bring the arms up and overhead. Take opposite hand to elbow here. And then release the arms either side of you, blink and open the eyes. We'll extend the legs forward for Paschimottanasana, but we're going to move a little actively. So let's keep a little bend in the legs, toes facing up, heels down. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift up tall. Exhale, open them wide, lift the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach to the toes, don't stay. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, open the arms wide, elevate your chest. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, forward. We repeat, inhale, up. Exhale, out. Full breaths. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. One last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward, and this time stay. You could place your forearms down either side of you, or you might want to take hold of your ankles or shins or feet. But we can still keep a bend in the legs here, making that belly to thigh connection. And over time, maybe the legs begin to extend a little more in your Paschimottanasana. But be kind to the hamstrings. This may be your first hamstring stretch of the day. Don't force anything. Lift the spine halfway. Lift it all the way in your Dandasana. Let's stretch out the wrists. So bring the fingers together, interlace, and then just begin to roll into those wrists. And then reverse it. And now we take the right arm out, turn the fingers down, use your left fingers on top of the right to encourage the stretch in the top of that right wrist. And then switch it, turn the fingers up. Again, using your left fingers to stretch into your right wrist. Switching sides, turn the left fingers down, right fingers on top. And flip the palm up, fingers up, right fingers to left, pull them back. And shake out the wrists. We're going to come into toes pose at the back of your mat. So tuck all 10 toes under and sit onto your heels. Now, if this is too intense, just untuck the toes. You could try even just for a few seconds, but it's nice to get into the feet a little bit here. And then we'll start with an easy twist, bringing your left hand to your right thigh, reach the right arm in front of you, and then peel it back to the right. See if you can keep your hips facing forward as you peel that right arm back, right shoulder back. Pressing the back of your right hand further back like you're pressing something away from you. Lifting tall with the spine, breathing here. Nice, steady, calm breathing. And then as you unwind, bring your right elbow on top of your left and your backs of your hands meet. That's option 1. Option 2, wrap one more time for Eagle, Garandasana, the palms now meet. Now draw a circle slowly towards the left and down with your upper torso to the right. Lift the chest, right and left, and then reverse the circle. Move slowly, move mindfully. And as you come up this time, open your arms out like you're unfurling. Untuck the toes now if you want to, or keep them tucked. Let's change to the left side. So right hand to left thigh, left arm reaches forward, and then use an inhale to peel it back to the left. Twist the upper body, hips face forward. Twist upper body to the left. See if you can reach and press that left hand back a little more. As you unwind on your exhale, bring the left elbow on top of the right, the backs of the hands meet, or one more time, the palms meet. Circle to the right and down with the upper body to the left, and bring it up, back to top right, and then reverse it. Rounding the spine as you come down. And then unfurl with the arms. Sit the hands down, untuck the toes, lightly tap the tops of your feet. We're moving in and out of child's pose to cobra. So from the back of your mat, keep your hips towards your heels and just extend your arms forward. So when I say cobra, it's a loose version. We're not holding it. So as you inhale round the spine, lift the hips, press into the hands, the shoulders stack over the wrist, and then you lower your hips as you bend your elbows, reach the chest through the gate of the arms. Inhale, push the hips up and back to child's pose, Balasana. Exhale here. Inhale, lift and round, shoulders stack over the wrists. Exhale, lower the hips any amount, but bend the elbows, reach the chest through. Inhale, round it back. Exhale, round forward, lower to your cobra, and then round it back. And the last one, inhale, lift and press your spine up. Exhale, lower your hips, and this time lower to your forearms for Sphinx pose. Pressing your pelvis down, your hip points, pressing into your forearms and your elbows. The chest is lifted and your chin is parallel. We'll move dynamically in and out of Sphinx to heart to earth. So press into your forearms, engage your core, lift your hips, press the hips back and press the chest back and down. Look down at your mat or rest your forehead. And now round the spine, roll forward again. Lower the hips back to Sphinx, lift the gaze. Take a breath in, engage core, exhale, pick the hips up, send the chest back, heart to earth. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, lowers you to Sphinx. Inhale, lift the hips, send the chest back, open into the armpits. Inhale, brings you to Sphinx. Exhale to heart to earth. This time, press into your palms and pick up your forearms. Reaching your chest down. You could bring the forehead down. Some of you might want to bring the chin. See if you can bring your tailbone a little under so that you feel it more in the thoracic spine. Then begin to walk the hands in, just a couple of handprints, and tuck your toes and lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Maybe you want to pedal it, lifting one heel and the other. Press into all your knuckles and your finger pads, the heel of the hand, let the head hang. Bending the knees. Look forward, walk your feet to your hands. On your exhale, fold with bent legs, take opposite hand to elbow, move a little side to side. Bring the hands behind you, interlace them, sit the hips back a little so you've got bent legs, reach the knuckles back. We're twisting the upper body towards the left, so twist the upper body to the left. Now begin to straighten into your left leg. Keep the right leg bent. Take a breath in. Exhale through center, bend both legs. Inhale, twist upper body to the right, straighten right leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, rebend, back through center to the left. Inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale through center. Inhale, right, straighten right leg. Exhale, center. Release the fingers to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, refold. Inhale, rise all the way, Urdhva Hastasana, gaze up to your thumbs, lift, lengthen. Exhale, your hands to heart. We'll start to flow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to downward facing. Inhale for one. Exhale. Inhale, two. Exhale. Inhale, look to your right thumb. Step your right foot there. Drop the back heel in and down and rise for warrior two legs. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Gaze over your front fingers. Bringing the belly in. Lifting the rib cage up. Press the palms down, so make strength into the arms. And then straighten for Trikonasana. So straighten into your front leg, pulling that right hip back. Bring your right hand down inside the leg and the left hand up. Now you could have this right hand inside, or you might want to bring it to the shin, or even outside, what works best for your body. Gazing straight ahead or down. You might even prefer to gaze up. Reach back with your left shoulder. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, bring your left hand down, lower your back shin, 90-90 lunge with the side stretch. Bring both arms up, inhale. Exhale, the right hand takes hold of your left wrist and you reach over towards the right side. And then actively pressing this right thigh forward, like you're trying to strengthen that thigh and press it through something. Take a breath in. On your exhale, the hands down. We step back to both shins and then lower the chest and the chin. Inhale, sweep the chest through and up. Finding your Bhujangasana, squeezing the glutes, shoulder blades together. Slide them down the spine. Keep the chest lifted. Push your hips back up. Tuck toes, downward facing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, look to your left thumb. Step your left foot there. Drop your back heel in and down. Rise for Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Ground into your feet, your foundation. Be strong in your legs. Lift your back kneecap up. And see if you can bring your shoulders down, away from your ears. Full inhale, draw the belly in, and full exhale. Trikonasana, straighten into your front leg, pull the left hip back. Left arm down, right arm up. Left hand inside to the shin or outside. Gaze up, straight ahead or to the right side of your mat. Reaching, lengthening. Leaning back a little with the torso. And then look down at your mat, bring your right hand down, your right shin down, 90-90 lunge. Rise on the inhale and actively press your right thigh forward, squeeze right glute. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, left hand takes hold of right wrist and then pull the upper body, reaching to the left. Active in that right thigh. Breath in. And breath out, the hands come down. Bring your left shin back. On your exhale, lower the chest and the chin. On your inhale, sweep up. Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in and up. Tighten your core. Inhale, belly soft. Exhale, tighten it. Inhale, lift your right leg up high and then open the hip and bend the leg. So squeeze your right heel to your glute. Lift the knee a little higher. Press into your hands still, equally weighted. And then re-square off that right leg. Step it through and up, lower to your back shin. As you rise, untuck your back toes in your Anjaneyasana, cactusing the arms. So bring the elbows out to your side, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, lift your gaze. Take a breath in. Exhale, push the hands forward, send your hips back, half splits, lift your front toes. If you prefer to, bring the hands down, okay? Inhale, take it back to cactus, low lunge, lift chest, lift gaze. Exhale, push the hands forward, send the hips back, half splits. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time, as you come forward onto that right foot, set your left hand down. Easy twist. Back knee can be down or up. Inhale, the right hand lifts. If you're choosing to lift the back knee, lift it up, keep the hips low. Exhale, the right arm comes down inside your front leg and your mum. Inhale, twist it up again. Exhale, bring the forearm down. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, bring it down. As you inhale and lift this time, stay and hold a moment. Back knee could join us and lift up now if it was down. And then sit the back knee down. Bring your front foot back a foot, turn the toes out to the long edge, and then come to sit on your left hip. Left leg is extended. You're pressing into your left hand so that whole shoulder is nice and lifted in the side body. If you need to adjust your right foot because it's too much on your right outer hip, you just wiggle it further in line with your thigh or your knee. Now the right hand can reach away from you, or it can come behind or take hold of your left wrist. But keep both shoulders pulling back here. So seated, horizon lunge, or some of us call it twisted lizard. And then release your right hand, extend it back, press it into both feet in your left hand as you inhale and lift the hips up, sweep the arm up and over, turn all 10 toes to face the top of your mat. Now drop the back heel in and down and use an inhale to rise. As you straighten into that front leg, you're turning the torso to face the left long edge for reverse Trikonasana. Bring both arms up on your inhale. Exhale, the left hand takes hold of the right wrist and you reach back to the back of your mat. Trying to keep both arms alongside your ears, active through the hands, active through the feet and legs. Inhale, you rise, take the arms to a T. Exhale, turn your right toes to face the long left edge of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips and fold halfway. Bend your legs a little. And set your fingertips down, but then start reaching them away from you. So it's a small, wide-legged upper body, lower body even, and the upper body isn't like a down dog, but just be aware that your hips didn't travel with you. The only thing that extended was your torso and your arms. And then straighten the legs if that feels good. Pressing the fingers down and back towards your torso to find more length in the torso. And walk the hands back underneath you. Heel toe your front foot a little further towards the top of the mat. Bring your hands through center. Now keep those front toes facing the long edge. Just bring the back heel, the left heel in and the toes face out. Now bend deep into that back leg, into your left leg for Skandasana. But Skandasana, side lunge with a twist. So start walking your hands towards that left foot. Keep your right hand down and inhale, twist your left hand up. If you needed a block here to your right hand, take that. Some of you might even want to bring your hand to your ankle. Bringing yourself more into the twist. And then unwind from the twist. Lift the spine up halfway. Lift it up all the way. Open your arms to a T. Palms facing the left edge. Now straighten into that back leg. Turn the toes. Turn all the toes to face the top of the mat for lunge position. And then twist the upper body with your open arms to the right for Archer's lunge. Stay here, option 1. Option 2, your right hand comes to your left hamstring. Keep the little twist happening as you inhale and bring your left hand up and behind you. Now, if this is already enough, you stay here. If you want more, straighten into the front leg, but ground into the big toe side for balance. Gaze down off to the right. We bend into the front leg and step the back foot up to meet the front. We're twisting in one-legged hand to toe pose. So come onto the tippy toes of your left foot and bring your right hand to the outside of that left thigh. As you extend your left hand forward, just like we did at the start of the class, peel it back. So you're twisting your upper body now to the left. Stay on tippy toes, option 1. Engage your core, keep a little bend in the standing leg, the right leg, if you choose to pick up your left leg. The knee becomes in line with the hip and you keep hold of the outside of the knee. The final option, slide your right hand to the outside of that left foot and then extend the leg any amount. Rebend, set the foot down, unwind. Nice and steady, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lift your heels and set your hips towards your heels. We'll twist. Now if you find this is not for you, a little toe squat, you'll take a high kneeling position with your archer's twist, twisting the upper body to the left. If toe squat is fine for you, we're twisting here, a version of Paschasana noose pose. Bring the left hand behind you on fingertips and then use an inhale to bring your right arm up. Lengthen into the right side body and then twist to the left to bring the outer right arm outside your thigh. Both hands can be down on the mat. Option 1. Option 2, you bring your right hand into a half bind. It finds your right hip crease. It's the left hand we bring to a half bind, rolling left shoulder back. And if you wanted to take side crow pose, the right hand comes down, both hands, move them a little further away from you so you've got space. Now press your fingers down and spread them, and a little cheat sway, but if it's still new to you, start resting your left hip onto your left elbow as you chaturanga arms, bend the elbows, and then start tipping the weight forward. More forward, maybe you stay here, or maybe the feet pick up. Point or flex the feet, make them active. Steady breathing, and then set it down. So the more you lean forward, the more the pose will happen. Think of it as a weighing scales. It is a balanced pose. If you want to hit the pause button and try that again, please do so. As we unwind, we all come out of our version of a twist. We set the shins down for circle camel of Sthirasana. Now press your thighs forward, squeeze your glutes, have your toes tucked. Bring the left hand to your left hamstring as you circle your right arm over to the left, and then bring it all the way up and behind you. Lift your chest up here. Inhale, circle it forward. The left hand follows. The right hand finds your right hamstring. Left arm reaches right, and then left and back. Inhale, circle right. Exhale, left. Right arm back. Inhale, circle left, upper body, arms, and then to the right. Lift it up, and then hands to heart. Hands down. Step back to plank. Now you might want to lower knees, chest and chin, as we did at the start, or from plank, lower halfway, chaturanga. Slide onto the tops of the feet. Your hips and thighs lift for upward facing, or you're in your cobra. And then take the hips back, use your core, downward facing dog. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale, lower to your shins. Cross your legs, or swing the legs to the side, and then extend them forward. So right now you're facing the top of your mat, you're at 12 o'clock. We're going to swing the legs to face 3 o'clock. And with your legs facing 3 o'clock, turn your torso to face 12 o'clock. Reach your arms forward and start to roll onto your hip. Rolling onto your left hip. Bend the legs here. You could keep them bent and just separate them. So separate the top leg from the bottom. Bent legs, option 1, or straight legs, option 2. If this is too much of a twist on your back, maybe you want to lower to your forearms. You roll more onto your hip. Or you stay up with your hands under your shoulders, or a little further forward. Feel this nice twist happening in a prone position, more of a prone position. And then unwind from your twist, straighten the legs as you turn to face the back right corner of your mat for wide-legged fold. So fold right down the middle, any way you like. Keep your legs active, press your heels down. If you need a little support, hands behind you, lift the chest and reach it forward, pressing the fingers away from you. Okay, so only go as far as your body will take you today. And then lift the spine up, swing your right leg to meet the left, and swing both legs to 12 o'clock again. So to do that all on the other side without confusing things too much, swing your legs to 9 o'clock. I'm working with wet grass here today. Keep your legs facing 9 o'clock, and then turn your torso to face 12. Start rolling onto your right hip and bend the legs. Now, separate the legs. The top leg comes behind you. Your torso is facing 12. And then decide, do you want to keep the legs bent or do you want to straighten them? Would it be better for you to come to your forearms? Or is it more beneficial to stay up with your hands in front of your shoulders? So you're also getting into the outer hip here, into the right outer hip, into your IT band. But you're also getting a nice stretch in the low back. And then unwind the torso, keep the legs, begin to straighten them. Just fold right down the middle. Remember, if you need that little support, hands behind you, press the chest forward. If any of you struggle with wide-legged fold, you could try sitting yourself up on a little bolster, sitting the hips on a bolster, and see if that changes it for you. It's going to bring you a little bit more forward. You might feel the stretch a little more. We're keeping the spine as long as we can, trying not to overly round it here. And then bring the spine up. Bring your left leg to meet the right, and bring both legs forward again. We'll take one forward fold here, roll it forward. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale all the way. Cross the legs. And then take it back to downward facing, ready to do the other side, the left side. Inhale for 1. Exhale, draw the navel in. Inhale 2. Exhale, navel in. Inhale, the left leg lifts, bend at the leg and open the hip on your exhale. Squeeze that heel to your glute, lift the knee a little higher, but keep your chest pressing down, equal weight into your hands. Inhale, square off again. Exhale, step it through to your left hand, lower the back shin, untuck the back toes. Inhale, we rise for Anjaneyasana, where we cactus our arms, lift the chest, bring the shoulder blades together, lift your gaze. Exhale, press into your front heel as you take it to half splits, not slits. Reach the hands forward, lift the front toes. Inhale, back to Anjane. Exhale, press it forward, take the hips back, half splits. Inhale. Exhale, hands can come down if you need it, okay? Inhale. Exhale. As you come onto that left foot this time, place your right hand under your shoulder. Easy twist. Inhale, the left hand comes up. The right knee can stay down, or you could tuck your toes and pick it up. Exhale, the forearm comes down inside that front leg any amount. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down and in. Inhale, lift it up again, twisting. Exhale, bring it down. As we bring it up this time, we pause a moment, and if you had your back knee down, you could now lift it up. And then lower the back knee, step your front foot back, turn the toes out to the left long edge as you come to sit on your right hip now. So right hand is under your shoulder, lifting up that side body. Do you need to move your left foot, adjust it, walk it back a little? Maybe it's too much or too little, you decide for your outer hip. Then the left hand reaches back, option 1, or it comes behind you, 2 or 3, it takes hold of your right wrist. Lift the spine up, roll the shoulders back. Then releasing your left hand, reaching it back again, pressing into both feet in the right hand. Inhale, pick up the hips, circle the arm up and forward, set it down, turn your toes to face forward, and then immediately drop the back heel in and down as you rise. Straighten into the front leg, turn your torso to the right long edge. Inhale, Viparita Trikonasana, bring both arms up. Your right hand takes hold of your left wrist. You reach for the back of your room or your mat. Lengthen into that left side body this time. And then bring up, open the arms to a T. Turn your front toes to face the long edge of the mat. Bring your hands to your hips and fold halfway. Bend into both your legs just a little and extend your arms away from you. Stay on fingertips. It's only the arms that are away from you. Your hips stay exactly as they are. You release the head, release the chest. Should you keep your legs bent, or would you like to straighten them? Press into the fingers, press them down and towards your torso to open into your upper body a little more. Then lift the spine halfway, bring the hands underneath your chest, and then just heel toe that front foot further away from you. Keep the left foot facing the long edge of your right mat. Just bring the back heel in and turn the toes out. Now bend into that back leg. We're twisting in our side lunge, so walk your hands towards the back foot. Keep your left fingertips or palm down as you inhale and twist and reach the right hand up. Your left hand could also take hold of your right ankle to bring you into the twist a little more. Use a breath in, and on your exhale, unwind, bring the hands underneath you, lift up all the way. Open your arms to T, palms face away from you. Straighten into your back leg, turn your toes to the long edge. Now turn all the 10 toes to face the top of your mat for lunge position. And then finding arches to keep the hips facing forward. Arms are still to a T, you twist to the right, the upper body. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, your left hand finds your right hamstring, and then you keep the twist, that subtle twist, but you reach your right arm up. Option to stay exactly as you are, or gaze down and straighten into the front leg, but keep a little firmer press into the inside of the front foot. And then rebend into the front leg, bring your hands to heart, step it up to the front for hand to toe pose revolved. So ground your left foot this time, come to the tippy toes of the right, Your left hand comes to the outside of that right thigh as you reach your right arm forward. Inhale, peels you back, open your twist. Stay with your tippy toes down or engage your core and pick up the knee in line with your hip. Your left hand is supporting the outside of that knee. Keep gazing forward and down. If you want to go further, slide that left hand to the outside of the right foot and you could straighten it or keep it bent. Keep the thigh bone pulling back in the socket. Keep twisting upper body to the right. And then unwind, rebend the leg, set the foot down. Inhale, we reach up, Urdhva. Exhale, forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, lift your heels and set your hips down. So I'm going to turn to face you. So you're twisting to the right. If toe squat isn't for you, take it to high kneeling and open your twist to arches. Or you sit your hips to your heels. You bring your legs close together and set your right fingers behind you. Inhale, the left hand reaches up to lengthen into the left side body. Exhale, twist to the right and set your fingers down. So we stay here with both hands down, option one, hugging a little closer, belly to thighs. Or two, you find a half bind with your right hand, hooking it to your left thigh and staying here. Or your final option for an arm balance, side crow. Bring both hands in front of you, give yourself space. They're not directly underneath you. Now start bending at the elbows. And just for a little tip to help you gain the strength and the balance, start resting your right hip on your right upper arm as you lean forward. Keep leaning forward till the feet pick up. Let it go, set it down when you're ready, stay as long as you like. And then we unwind from our twist. I'm going to come back to the top of my mat and meet you for circling camel. So tuck your toes, squeeze your glutes, reach your hips forward. Left hand, left hamstring. Right arm circles across your body as it comes up behind you. Lift your chest. And then sweep the upper body in both arms to the left, to the right. Right hand finds your hamstring, left arm up. Circle right, circle left. Reach up and back. Maybe this time your left hand finds your heel. And one last circle left, circle right. Maybe your right hand finds your right heel. And then bring both hands to heart. Set the hands down. You could take cat and cow. You could take knees, chest and chin, or vinyasa from plank. Lower halfway. Lift the chest up and through. And then use your core, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhaling. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, lower to your shins. And meet me in Baddha Konasana. So bringing the soles of the feet together. And we're taking hold of the ankles today. And you're going to hold onto the ankles and lift your spine up. And then see if you can use a little strength to press your knees out. And notice that my heels aren't quite as close. The further away they are, you get a different kind of stretch. Feel it in a different area. And then changing that, taking hold of the balls of the feet, opening the feet out like a book. Bring the heels in as close as you like. Staying upright, or some of you might want to hug your elbows in and round down. Lift the spine back up if you were folded. And then extending your right leg. Step your left foot over that right thigh. Bring your left hand behind you. And then lift, lengthen with your spine. Hug your right arm around your shin, your left shin or knee, and then twist to the left. Unwind the head. Unwind the torso. Right foot outside your left thigh. And then twisting to the right. Place your right hand behind you as you keep your spine tall and hug your left arm around your right shin or knee. Unwind the head, unwind the torso. Take both feet down, knees up, and reach the arms forward as we come to Shavasana. So round the spine as you roll back. And then take the feet on the mat. You could choose to take Shavasana with your knees knocking in towards each other, or soles of the feet together, knees wide. Arms alongside you, arms overhead. Find a place where you can feel comfortable and starting to relax into the body. Closing down the eyes. I'm going to bring one hand to my belly and one hand to my chest to invite my breath to that area of my body to feel the rise and the fall. So cover up if you want to with a blanket, or you could rest your head on a pillow. You could even place a bolster or a blanket underneath your knees for a little support. Now start scanning your body, checking in with your breath. And asking yourself if you feel like you've had a tidy up, if you've tidied your drawer, your cupboard, if you've helped your body and your mind to have a declutter, to make space for more good stuff to come in. Relax your shoulders, relax into the jaw. Soften into your glutes. Be thankful for what your body and your mind has accomplished today in your physical practice. Take 3 deep breaths with me. Breathe in through your nose, fully and deeply, sipping in as much air as you can. And on your exhale, I want you to open your mouth wide, stretch it. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If your knees are still wide like mine are, bring your hands to your thighs and bring the knees up. We roll to our side. Keeping the eyes closed. Use your hands, bring yourself up to a seat. We'll bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra. Gratitude for our mind, body, breath connection, sending love and light to everyone. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Thumbs to third eye. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope this practice has done you good in some way, physically, mentally. emotionally, and I wish you a lovely day wherever you are. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps to support my channel. I'm grateful for you joining me. Bye bye.